President Biden is in Egypt to speak with foreign leaders about climate change. The White House says the president is focusing on how the U.S. is following through with its pledge to cut emissions. Egypt is the first stop on his trip around the world. CBS 4's Natalie Brandt reports.
President Biden told those gathered in Egypt for UN climate talks that the U.S. plans to lead the way globally in the battle to cut greenhouse emissions.
Thanks to the actions we've taken, I can stand here as President of the United States of America and say with confidence, the United States of America will meet our emissions targets by 2030.
This is the president's first international climate summit since the passage of the Inflation Reduction Act, which includes the largest single federal investment to fight climate change.
These critical steps are already locking in vital investments in our infrastructure, delivering lower costs for clean energy.
The Inflation Reduction Act passed over the summer directs nearly $400 billion to climate and energy provisions aimed at reducing emissions by around 40% by 2030. But overseas, the president is expected to face questions about how the U.S. plans to help developing countries pay for damages caused by wealthier countries' pollution and fund the transition away from fossil fuels.
We are on a highway to climate hell.
On Monday, the United Nations Secretary General issued a stark warning, saying the world was losing its battle against climate change.
And our planet is fast approaching tipping points that will make climate chaos irreversible.
Earlier, President Biden held a bilateral meeting with Egypt's president to discuss the two-nation strategic partnership, the Israel-Palestinian conflict, and regional security issues. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, Washington.
And this trip will lead President Biden to a meeting with Southeast Asian leaders in Cambodia and also a summit meeting in Bali, Indonesia.